Hey there, Soul Tribe. It's the Joy Healer, Kathy Weiss. I use my gifts as an intuitive, clairvoyant, and source energy channel to help people like you find deep fulfillment and lasting freedom at the level of your soul, which is joy. This is your weekly energy reading for the week of June 21st through the 27th, 2020. Here's what I've got in store for you today. We're going to talk a little bit about the crystals and energy that can support you this week. We're going to talk a little bit about what's happening in the collective energy and Mercury retrograde, what that really is and what it symbolically is. And then I have got kind of a super long channeled message for you today. And what I'm hearing right as we get started with today's video is a little bit of a rising sense of curiosity from those of you who are newer to me and to the ideas of clairvoyance and intuitive and source energy and all of that. And my guides are saying we're gonna have like a reintroduction and we're gonna re-answer those questions for you really soon. Soon in the energetic realm could be like tomorrow or in 6 weeks from now. I don't really know, but I do know I can feel the answers to your questions rising. So make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and get the notifications so that when we do those answers, you have access to them right away. You can also follow me on Facebook. I'm at the Joy Healer Kathy Weiss, or on Instagram at the Joy Healer, one of those ways, but definitely right here on YouTube, you're going to get it before anybody else. Bef- yeah, we're going to dive in first to what is the energy and the crystals that I'm bringing into you. And I love this little white ring right here. It's just because I'm using some light for my video. It's not really on the stone, okay? But this is amethyst, and this is also a smaller piece of amethyst. It's the same energy from last week. Amethyst is a stone of protection. It's tranquility. It helps to overcome addiction, and it really soothes and calms your nervous system. And with addiction, what I want you to hear and know is that doesn't necessarily mean substance addiction, although it certainly can. We know that there is technology addiction and media consumption addiction and shopping addictions, and basically anything that elevates your dopamine and serotonin through an external source that isn't sustainable unless you repeat the action. And then it also becomes sort of a negative reward loop where you kind of feel yucky that you're doing it, but you don't know another way. So amethyst can support you in overcoming something like that. So I'm going to highly recommend either keep some nearby or kind of wear the like sort of purple jewel tone colors in your clothing, nail polish, whatever that might be. I'm going to keep these guys handy right down here because I'm going to use them in a second. But I always love to start with a little bit of energy healing in the form of colored light. If you're new to energy healing, we all have an electromagnetic vibration, and we can feel that electromagnetic vibration off of the people around us. It's how we sort of monitor what's going on in our close realm. As someone who is highly sensitive, I can feel that energy over greater distances, and I can send you my energy even though we're far apart. I can send that through the technology. It's a gift and something I have practiced and honed over many years. So just know that like you could feel someone close to you, I'm able to do that through the technology and over greater distances. So I'm going to really harness that amethyst energy for us today and send that peace and harmony and tranquility and protection to you now. So if you want to receive, you just put your hands in an open position towards the video or the camera like I'm doing, or on your lap or by your sides. And if you're new and you just kind of want to check it out, you can just gently make fists or put your hands face down on your body and you'll be good to go that way. So let's just take a moment The hands are really warm. And guys, I'm like really, really dropped into alignment today with source and information flowing through. So it's really strong, beautiful, harmonious, translucent, jewel tone purple light is coming your way. It's a little bit of white mixed in and on the outer edges. That's the pure divine light. It's very healing and nourishing. And the word love is coming also. And I just really want to push my hands super close today. I hear the word harmony, tranquility, peace, and that we are complete. So I hope you enjoyed that and received all the goodness you needed to get. Energetically, for the vast majority of us, we're in a time of slowing down. The energy, it feels like, you're watching a movie and all of a sudden things go like, it's not that things have stopped, it's just that the pace has slowed down, and there's nothing wrong with a slower pace. A slower pace is actually really gorgeous and beautiful because it allows you the time to look around and really see and absorb and take in the world and your surroundings and your life. And it can just be this amazingly beautiful time to like tie up loose ends and bring things into completion. And consider your next forward movement without feeling rushed into something that then maybe doesn't suit you so much. Like, this is a glorious slowdown. And many people are going to relate it to the fact that we're experiencing something called Mercury Retrograde. So I'm going to bring back our Amethyst and explain Mercury Retrograde really quick. Okay, so let's pretend the big one is planet Earth and the small one is planet Mercury. Mercury travels around the Earth pretty fast. Like every 88 days, it's like whew, 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 whew. But the Earth is also orbiting the sun, right? So the Earth is cruising around, and Mercury's like row, row, row. So every once in a while, what happens is like Mercury is like zoom, but Earth, in its slower, more languid pace, cruises along and passes Mercury. And so there's an optical illusion where it looks like Mercury is going backwards. But what the case actually is that just for about 3 weeks, Earth has kind of passed it up. But because Mercury moves so fast, and then it's like, meow, and it goes past again, and then Earth is like, do 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 do, I kind of caught up to you, and it appears as though you're going backwards, but really we're both going forwards, and then pew, Mercury cruises around again, right, like that. So about 3 times a year, there is an illusion that Mercury is going backwards. And so we call that Mercury retrograde. It's not really moving backwards in the sky. That's like totally impossible to happen. And so people like to use this time as an energetic slowing down and as the awareness of the Mercury retrograde effect rises in the collective consciousness. There's more awareness of it and more conversation around it. We energetically create some of the things that may or may not be related to the actual thing happening in the sky. So the more we talk about, oh, Mercury retrograde is going to mess up technology and communication and blah, 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 and I'm thinking about it and I'm worried about it and what's going to happen during this next Mercury retrograde, well, the universe just responds to your energy. That's the law of attraction. So is it causation or correlation? I don't know. But I do know that energetically, I can feel the slowing down. And so we honor that slowing down. And as a matter of fact, that's what today's channel messages are all about. I have super long channel messages. And guys, you can see I'm like super warm. One of these days, I'm going to learn to bring a little fan in here with me. But I'm like way, way, way dropped into the divine energy. And I can like feel it back here on my head. So today's channel message is a little bit longer than they have been in the last few weeks. But again, we're being invited to slow down. So can you give yourself permission to just sit or stand and hear and listen and watch and absorb these messages? It says slow, time, compression, no, comprehension. Slow, time, comprehension, respond. Scarcity of time is false. Urgency is false. We repeat this phrase now, for as humans, it has become difficult for you to remove yourselves from the frantic, urgent, right now pace that you have built. Expectations far exceed the dimensional reality of isness, of being, of witnessing, of eternity and the now. The now is all there is, and your hurry to make it something other winds you up and leaves you in a wake of dissatisfaction. Hurry up and slow down, we say, for the end result is always the same. At some point, you will leave the earthly plane. I mean, it's kind of a truth. It's kind of like we're all going to leave the earthly plane, but rejoin the light realm. So enjoy your time in the physical realm. Like really use your senses and be in the world. Relish in the feel and the texture and the sounds and the smells and the beauty and the horror and the humor and the rises and the falls. Be engaged in it and take your time to savor in awe and wonder, to follow the call of your heart on your next wild adventure. For in the light realm, there is pure bliss, pure consciousness, pure knowing. And it is familiar and wonderful. But in the stillness of it, there is no wind in your hair. There's no sun or rain on your face. There's no arguments or discourse. There's no pleasure of physical sensation. The hurry and urgency you feel detracts from all that is experiencing the beautiful world as you through you. Slow down, darling. Slow down. This message is complete. We love you. Amen. Guys, I feel like there is so much juice in that message. So I would invite you to like go back and rewatch and re-listen to that one multiple times, because sometimes we need to hear things repeatedly to take in all the different pieces and aspects of it. So maybe like you save or bookmark or like this video or something like that, so that you can go back throughout this week and find the channeled message and just hear it and hear it and hear it and hear it. Because it was so good. And then maybe later this week, I'll even write it up and post it as a social post so that you can also read it and take it in with your eyes as well. I'm going to finish up with an oracle card. Remember, oracle cards are just fun, and they're tools that help us tap into wisdom and intuition. And yeah, I'm super aware of like the red kind of theme going on here. Red can be a color that is actually very grounding because it's associated with the first chakra. And I love that sort of, when we're grounded, we aren't in a hurry. When we're grounded, we have this easy pace that is in alignment with the pace of the universe, and the universe moves slow. And so again, there's like just this invitation this week to be slow, to take your time, to witness, to relish, to absorb, and then respond in time. The urgency is false. It's just what I keep hearing. The urgency is false. When you work with me one-on-one in a session, whether it's a 20-minute mini or a 60-minute full session or ongoing, y'all get to tell me where the cards are in the deck. But when it's just me right here talking to you, I get to choose. And I'm really torn. I want to turn that towards me and cut again. It was just like cut the deck, take from the top. I rarely take from the top, but there you go. This is Our Lady of the Star Blossom. And she's going to get a gorgeous halo effect on her from the lights. That's okay. Our Lady of the Star Blossom. She's so peaceful in her repose. And you're being invited to do the same, but what I'm hearing is with your eyes open. So she's got her eyes closed in that peaceful repose, and you're being asked to embody that peaceful energy, but awake and alert and aware. I do like to always look in the guidebook at what the author's intention for the card was and unify that with what's coming through from source energy. And it says, one of the simplest and most powerful spiritual techniques available to everyone is to ask for help each day from the guidance that loves you unconditionally. That means like source, your guides, your angels, your loved ones who have crossed over that are with you and supporting you. You may not have a clear sense of who your guidance is, but more likely than not, you are. Oh, let me try that again. You may have a clear sense of who your guidance is, but more likely than not, you're not so sure. That's okay. It's all good. The only thing that is important to know is that that source energy, whatever, whoever it is that resonates for you, they love you unconditionally. And it is their job to help you fulfill your divine destiny. It's their job to support and guide you. Like, and all they ask in return is that you say thank you, that you recognize when your prayers have been answered. You say thank you on a daily basis, whatever it was. Thank you for the parking space. Thank you for making that situation go smooth and easily. Thank you for the money. Thank you for the wisdom. Thank you for the cute new shoes. Like whatever it is, that you were guided there by source, and that all you have to do is say thank you. If you have recently connected with spiritual guidance more consciously, or think that your spiritual connection abilities might be opening up, this oracle is confirmation of that truth of these intuitions. And if you've been pondering the identity of one of your guides, this oracle is confirmation that your thoughts are heard. Always, always your thoughts are heard. And this is why I love to write things down, like my prayers or my intentions, because sometimes our thoughts are jumbled, but slowing down, again, this is like the theme this week, slowing them down to put them on paper clarifies the thought. Slowing them down and speaking them out loud clarifies the thought. So if you are practicing and evolving in your ability to connect and communicate and really receive what your guides have to offer you, it comes through more easily in the slowing down. Today's messages are complete. If you're not in that space yet where you have a strong ability to connect to your guides, or you're struggling to hear what it is they're sending through and you would like some confirmation or affirmation, I have a gift. And I have a long line of other people's guides standing here with me, waiting to deliver the messages when you're ready to hear them. So if you're ready and you're willing and you're excited, pop over to thejoyhealer.com, learn more about what I can do together with you as a team to help support you and guide you to your deep fulfillment, your lasting freedom, your soul's purpose, and your joy. Have a beautiful, fantastic week, my friends. I love you so much, and I will see you again next week for another weekly energy reading. Namaste. Bye, guys. Love you.